Hello, my homies. One smart cat doing some Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game. And today I have some Leatherface gameplay that I would like to show you. But I also have a little bit of a discussion that I want to set up. So let me just start off the conversation by saying that I am thoroughly enjoying the game. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre game has been quite fun to play, and I have been having a really good time with it. It's been a nice distraction from like a couple of other games that have been getting a little stale in comparison. With as much fun as I have been having with the game, that's not to say that there are not some issues with it. In particularly, it's the fact that there's certain situations in the game where the victims, in quotations, have complete and utter control of the situation. And it's not to say that the victims need to be completely helpless, because the fact that the victims can somewhat fight back is a nice change in the whole, horror ASIM dynamic. But there may be some situations where it's a little bit out of control. And to show you my first point, I'm going to jump to a clip from Scott Jund, who is a big Dead by Daylight player and somebody who I actually personally enjoy as a content creator. I watch a lot of his Dead by Daylight stuff, and he recently did a video where he was stabbing Grandpa 12 times in one game, I think. And that's not exactly the issue. I mean, spending the entire game stabbing Grandpa, I'm sure would be annoying for whoever's playing the family, but that's not what I'm going to show you. Check this out. All right, so this is from Scott's video. I will link his video in the description, so you should honestly go check it out. It's a great game for two reasons. Number one, Scott does a great job of what he's trying to do, which is just actively keep on stabbing Grandpa. For the novelty of what that is, it's a really fun video. What else the video does is it shows a lot of the shortcomings of the family and a lot of the cheese stuff that the victims, I'm saying in quotations now, are able to pull off. Scott's great at, video games and Dead by Daylight and like all that stuff. So he's gotten pretty good at like the cheese mechanics and stuff. We're only going to check out a minute or so of this. I'm starting it from here because there's actually one other thing that I want to point out along the way. So there he is, stabbing Grandpa. So real quick, how fast the victims are able to open the gates completely makes the fact that Johnny and Cook can close them. Like the fact that they can close these gates is completely obsolete because these gates can get opened immediately. So what's the point of fucking closing them? Leatherface can actually destroy them, which is, a lot more helpful overall.
Go well.
I mean, what was that? Less than 2 seconds? A second and a half? So here's Leatherface coming. He puts the well in between him and Leatherface. I want to point out that this Leatherface did mess up. He did let his chainsaw go too far and it stalled out on him. So yes, that is 100% the Leatherface's fault. That being said, though, this situation that's about to happen could happen to you like in multiple parts of the game. Anytime that Leatherface doesn't have his chainsaw on, this could happen. Leatherface literally can't do anything right now. He's spinning around him. He's moving around because he's afraid that he's going to get bone spiked. And right now, he's trying to start his chainsaw. What happens whenever he tries to start his chainsaw, which is the only thing that he can do in this situation? Bone spike. So now he's stunned for X amount of time. And just now he's able to move again. Now that he's able to move again, we're able to tell that this Leatherface isn't like a complete noob, because he knows that he just got bone spiked and he knows that he's going against Leland, so he knows that Leland still has a shove ability. So, what can Leatherface do about it? Absolutely fucking nothing.
He sounds so sad.
Yeah, of course he sounds sad, Scott. Because he's Leatherface. He's like the big bad of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And you have all the power in this situation. The victim has all the power in this situation. Big bad Leatherface can't do anything. Of course he's sad. And the player that's playing him right now, he's probably kind of upset too.
I think I broke him.
He can't do anything, Scott.
All right, Godspeed, Bubba.
Because if he tries to rev his chainsaw again, you're just gonna shove him. Like, that's why you stayed there. You stayed there for him to rev his chainsaw again, so you can shove him, which is gonna stun him again, and then you're finally gonna run away. Now I'm talking to Scott like, you know, he's a malicious person or anything. Scott's just having fun with the game. I completely understand that. Nothing, no shade whatsoever to him. He's an amazing content creator, and I'm more frustrated with the situation than I am with, you know, the person playing him. Let's go back to the other menu. All right. So here we are back at my screen that I'm just talking over at the moment. As I mentioned before, I think it's a good thing that victims are able to somewhat fight back, but it gets to a point that they're not fighting back and they're just actively trolling the family player. Leatherface shouldn't be able to be stun locked for 40 seconds at a time. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. It 100% shouldn't be a thing. Scott could have stayed there for as long as he wanted to, and unless somebody else from the family showed up, that Leatherface would have never been able to do anything. He would have had to run away from Scott in order to go start his chainsaw somewhere else. Something that literally happened to me, which I don't have video for because I don't record all of my games. You know, sometimes I just play the game. I was coming out of the starting animation of the level, you know, where Leatherface hooks him and then cuts him in the belly, and then it does the 3-part camera angle as the level starts. Well, while it's doing that 3-part camera angle and everything, if you don't know, the victims are able to move around that entire time. They have to wiggle off their hooks and then they can start to move around. Before my animation ended, like before I was able to start playing, a Leland walked into my frame and stood behind me. Before I could move in the game, there was already a Leland there. And not only that, do you know what else? He already had a bone spike. So before I could move in the game, a Leland got to me with a bone spike. And pretty much what happened to that poor Leatherface happened to me. As soon as I tried to start my chainsaw, I got bone spiked. Once that stun was over, I tried to start my chainsaw again, and I got shoved by Leland. After the shove, he took off and, you know, had a happy life. I don't know. I never saw him again. So, why do I bring all this up? Why am I, you know, being a bitch and bitching about a mechanic that's in the game? Well, the thing is, this game is only a couple of days old. It's only been out for a couple of days. And stuff like that it's only going to start happening more. People are going to start to figure out, like, oh, I can stun lock a family member for 40 seconds. That sounds like more fun than just running away. It's just going to become more and more prevalent. There's an easy fix for it. A very, 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 very easy fix. And I don't want to take away bone spikes. I don't want to take away shoves. The fact that they're able to stun a family member is a good thing. Because the reason you're able to stun a family member is to get you out of a situation where you got caught. The way it's supposed to work is the victim's been put in a bad situation. They're able to stun the family member that's after them. And during that stun, they're supposed to run away. They're supposed to fucking run away. They're not supposed to stay there and stun them again. That's not what's supposed to happen. So the easy fix for this, the super duper easy fix, after a family member gets stunned and they go all the way through their stun animation, as soon as they come out of their stun animation, they can't be stunned for another 5 seconds. 3, 4, 5 seconds. Something, it doesn't have to be that big. It just has to be enough that if a victim's gonna hang around and try to stun them again, they'll be invulnerable to it at least long enough to get a hit or two off. You know, some way to defend themselves from the victim. It's a pretty simple fix. And honestly, if the developers at Gun, the game developers, don't do anything about it, it's only gonna get worse. It is only gonna get worse. All right, I'm done complaining. Feel free to take my opinion and throw it out the window, and call me a noob, and say that I'm horrible at the game, and if I don't like it, I should go play something else. All of that is fine. You can say whatever you wish, but that is my honest opinion of how I feel about the game at the moment. Beyond that, as I said before, we're having a great time with the game, and now I'm going to do some Leatherface games. So, my build for Leatherface is his Rough Cut Unique, which is at level 3. Hitting the victim with a chainsaw causes 1 HP of extra damage per second for 7 seconds. The reason that I use this is because I don't run around with my chainsaw revved all the time trying to get like the massive hit. If I'm in closed spaces or stuff like that, or if they're right next to me, I will swing my chainsaw, and this extra damage does help. My second perk is another unique. While revving your chainsaw, you regenerate stamina 60% faster. So the good thing about this is whenever I am revving my chainsaw and I have enough room to run around outside the houses or anywhere where there's good mobility, I pretty much never run out of stamina. Like, I could just run with this bitch all fucking day and never get tired. Last but not least, I have Blood Harvesting. Your damage is increased by 20% when carrying a full blood vial. So when it comes to Leatherface, I am not turning in my blood. The other 2 members of the family should be on blood duty. I should just constantly be on looking for victims duty. So in the early game, if I am able to find anybody down in the catacombs and I'm able to get a kill, that will immediately fill my blood vial. And for the entire rest of the game, I do 20% more damage, which is massive whenever it comes to Leatherface. I currently have my main ability only at level 2 because it takes a long fucking time to increase your main ability. My chainsaw can be used 10% more before stalling, and if it ever does overheat, I'm able to restart it 25% faster than I'd normally be able to. My savagery is all the way up. My endurance is all the way up. I do actually still have a point in my attribute, which I could do blood harvesting for, but that makes it so I would have to gather more blood in order for my blood vial to be full, and I don't want that. So I just leave that off and I just have an extra attribute. Yeah, so what? Alrighty. Let's see how this plays out. Alright. I think we're at the family house at nighttime. I wasn't paying attention. I'm still not great at running through these catacombs, but hopefully we could at least slow them down a little bit. Getting a kill would be awesome, because that will fill up our blood, which will make us even stronger. Anybody in here? Somebody latched this door. Who latched this door? All right, they've already woken up Grandpa, which means they are just brute forcing all of their actions. They do not care about making noise. Did I get a hit? I did get a hit. I'm not trying to one-hit him because of just the spacing of all of this. And my swings hurt, so he is taking damage. Oh shit, I didn't know that there was a wall right there. I was still trying to run. Did he go down? That guy is very, very hurt. I don't know where he got off to, but he is extremely hurt. Let's try to get to our full blood. If we get to our full blood, oh man, our damage is crazy. Pretty sure by now somebody's already made it out. Yeah, the door's already open. Let's go ahead and go up. See if we can help out up here. I think Sissy's downstairs. Is Sissy downstairs? Well, she got somebody. Oh, the back gate's wide open. That's not good. And she's able to immediately open the thing, so instant lock picking. It's a pretty good passive. Pretty good passive. I can't do anything about this either. Still can't turn this fucking thing back on. It's alright. Everything's cool. Everything is fine. I guess in that situation, I should have just swung regularly at her, because she wasn't hurt enough for me to insta down. So I probably would have been closer if I would have just, like, while she was here, if I would have just swung at her and then maybe chased her down. Maybe my swings would have brought her down. I don't know. I couldn't say. But either way, everything's fine. One more person. I don't know what you're doing back here. Sissy has the ability to... Did she find somebody? No. Sissy has the ability to transfer so much blood. Like, if you have a Sissy in your match and Grandpa is at level 1, your Sissy fucking sucks. Like, she is able to give Grandpa so much blood so quickly. I think he's jumping back down the well. Pretty sure he jumped back down the well. Oh no, sounds like they got him. Okay, they got him. That's good. So what was that? Was that 2 escapes or 3 escapes? 2 escapes, 2 kills. Eh. All right, we are in the slaughterhouse. I didn't see what time of day it was because I wasn't paying attention. But let's see if we can do better on this one. Really want to get a kill down here. Look how close he was to me, like, before he even started moving. He's getting a bone spike. Not being able to do too much here. Honestly, I'll probably just take a page out of Dead by Daylight and just leave him. Whenever somebody's good at looping in Dead by Daylight, you just leave him. Don't even chase after him. He's getting another bone spike over there. So now he has 2 bone spikes. Somebody else down here? I think Cook is chasing him. What's happening over here? I'm confused. Grandpa's in danger. I think he was chasing after that guy too. Let's just go upstairs. We're not doing anything down here. They got somebody. That's good. Honestly, on this level, we're a lot more helpful up here anyway, because we could get rid of these barricades that are around. Like this barricade is a very big nuisance. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Check the door real fast just because we're here. Alright, still locked. Very nice, very nice. That guy is very, very hurt. He pushed him down. Yeah. If he didn't shove him down, I wouldn't have got him. Your hubris. Your hubris has destroyed you. If he would have kept running and closed the door, he would have got away. And my swings are pretty fucking strong. Let's get that blood. That'll give us another 20%. Because we'll be full blood. All right. 20% more damage. Which is very scary on Leatherface. That's still locked. A couple of doors over there are being slammed open. Go check out what's going on over there. Hi, Grandpa. How you doing? No, you can't have my blood. I need it. The other people should be giving you blood, Grandpa. I'm sorry. There is shit happening over here. What's happening over here? Definitely a Dead by Daylight player, making sure that they can do a little butt dance at the end and we have to watch them escape. Alright, let's go back to the character select. Alright, everybody, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'd just like to express that I still thoroughly enjoy this game. And I just want to bring up the discussion that there are definitely some issues that need to be resolved. And I would love to continue to have that discussion in the comments. So, you know, if you want to have a legitimate discussion about it, please leave a comment. I answer pretty much every comment that I'm able to. If you want to talk shit, you can go ahead and do that as well. But I do talk shit back, so just be forewarned. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I see you in another one of my videos. Wee!